Here we go. Brent, why the fuck are you trying to wear my outfit?
Why are you wearing my outfit?
I was on camera before you.
Well, I was on the planet before you.
That's true. You old as fuck. You're like an asteroid. You came down like a hot fire. You know what you did to the earth? Do you know, Brent?
What did I do to the earth?
You hit it!
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
Stepped on a pop top. Popped in a pop top.
I don't like that. We both got on
Stepped
white
on a
TVs.
hill, had to cruise on back home.
Whose is better, y'all? Who did it better? Let's see. Let me pull
But
this
there's
up.
booze in the blender.
Hold on. We both got. See, I got the
Soon it will
Nickelodeon
render.
swag. Nickelodeon swag.
Ninja Turtles with the hat.
Living single with the hat. You know
Frozen
what I'm saying?
concoction that helps me hang on.
I think I'm doing pretty good.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
You alright? Stone cold right now?
Looking for my lost shaker of salt.
Some people claim
That there's a Trey to blame. But I know.
it's old Brent's fault. They did like this, yeah. They brought it in. They pulled it up, yeah. And he was like, and then the rock bottom, boom, right there.
The Rock never forgets.
Yeah, that shit was lit. I was hyped because I was a super rock fan at the time too.
Again, they did absolutely nothing.
No.
They did absolutely nothing.
But man, was that a way to send the crowd home?
It's a memorable fucking...
Is that not the way to send the crowd home?
Was that the go home show for that Survivor Series?
Yeah.
Was that the
right
SmackDown
before.
before the Survivor Series? They did absolutely nothing.
They didn't. It was fantastic.
But sing a Jimmy Buffett song.
That shit was beautiful. I didn't even know any Jimmy Buffett songs at the time. I definitely didn't know that one. That's big facts.
Yeah. So you already have a headache, or you had a headache now. You had a headache now. You've been in the world.
No, this is the next week. What are you talking about?
Right. You ventured out into the world at this point on different adventures. I have too.
What kind of adventures, Brent?
I signed up for a gym today.
What?
They're opening gyms back up here in Long Beach. I signed up for a gym today. So the home workouts had to end. The home workouts had to finish because I
hate homework.
I plateaued.
I always plateau on homework.
Yeah. Especially when you save it for the last minute and give yourself a headache.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I signed up for 24 today.
So you can go anytime.
Under the tent. No, they're hours. Because outside, it's 6:30 a.m. to like 7 something.
Wait, they're doing it outside?
Yeah.
You still can't go inside the gym.
They have personal training in the gym. So if you do personal training, because it's just you and the trainer. If you have personal training, you can go into the gym and you can use whatever they're using in the gym.
So you have.
But they took everything else outside and they have it around a gate or whatever.
So you have to pay for a trainer, or you're good.
If you want to use the equipment in the gym, yes.
Okay, got it. I just got a really funny message. Can't share it with the class though.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Sure it wasn't from Arizona.
It was actually. It was
okay.
hilarious. It's fucking funny. Because something I said, her retort to it though was like cracking up. It made me laugh.
So I was trying to. You know who Simeon Panda is?
Don't just make up stuff and ask me, do I know about it? No.
Simeon Panda is this buff ass workout motherfucker. I was gonna say that'd be funny if it was him on the thing right now.
I look like I know people like that. Only musclehead bound motherfucker I know is EB.
He was the only he kept. And I follow him on the workout Instagram. I'm doing.
He's like because he got his shirt off, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a big motherfucker, man.
He's a huge motherfucker.
He built like a Michael B. Jordan.
He looks like Mike in the face. He's particularly he's Michael B. Jordan.
Now, mind you, his arms are like way bigger.
No,
overall,
his muscles
person.
are bigger.
Yeah,
but
like
he's got the
build is the same.
So he's been posting workout pictures from here in Southern California.
Why are you showing me this? Are you trying to make me mad?
Yeah.
Jesus
he's been posting
Christ.
workout pictures from here in Southern California. Oh, popping through the Nickelodeon shirt. The Nickelodeon shirt.
What?
You know, I can do that too.
Oh, God. Don't kiss my arm. What's wrong with you, man?
I thought that's what we
I
were
know
doing.
where your mouth's been. It's
Thought
been
that's what we
nowhere.
were doing.
It's out of season.
Thought that's what we were doing. That's not true.
Oh.
So
Juicy.
so I was like, all right, let me maybe go down to his gym if it seems to be open and it's here in Southern California.
Is he gonna make you look like him? Am I gonna have to be nice to you soon?
Well, that was the whole point. But I looked on the website and they were like $75, and I know that's the website price.
Yeah.
You know, because I used to sell memberships to a gym, and so the gyms that I worked at, especially particularly Gold's Gym, they had the website price. If you went to the website and you saw the price, it was like $59 for the membership, right? Versus you coming in and we'll give you the $30 deal. Right. So I was like, I don't ask the website price. I'll go down there tomorrow and find out what it is. But then I was like, hey, wait a minute. What about other gyms in the area? So I saw a couple other gyms. I'm like, oh, there's some that are closer in the area that, you know, I don't have to drive all the way to fucking Hawthorne from Long Beach for, which is...
That's a hike. That's a nice little decent hike.
That's about a half hour.
I was looking at boxing gyms because I'm not really like the weightlifting guy. I don't want to weightlift ever, really. But I do like punching shit. And I do like I can train with like physical stuff like that. That's more my speed. And it gets me in shape really quick. I got really good muscle memory. So like my
There's
shit
one on
back.
Traffic Circle that has been doing outside shit for a while now.
The UFC gym or the one right beside it?
Right beside it.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I went in there because the UFC gym I've always wanted to join because they have so many different classes for shit like that. So I've always wanted to do that, but that shit is so expensive.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, the best workout I've ever had personally in my own personal experience is Orange Theory Fitness. They have the craziest fucking workout.
I don't know that I think I may have heard of them. I don't think I've ever seen anything about them though.
So when I first came here in 2015, I had no job. I didn't know anybody, so it was rough, right? I didn't know what the hell I was going to do.
You was on the stroll.
I was on the stroll. So I'm riding around, I'm looking around, I'm getting it. That's what they would say in like 07. So anyway, I'm riding around, I'm getting it. Shouts to Jay. Jay would get it.
You were getting it all right on the stroll.
Relax. So I see online though, I think it was Craigslist actually. Still, damn.
The dying days of Craigslist.
It's a dated story. Yeah, it was. I got it from.
Well, no, if you just came here, Craigslist was still around. Craigslist was still around for a couple
like 2
years.
more years.
Yeah.
I got it from a friend on MySpace, and I went over to Craigslist, and I
from Friendster.
After
joining Classmates.com.
I was listening to my Zoom on my iPod.
I had a Zoom.
I was listening to my music on my Zoom.
I had a Zoom. Zooms weren't bad, and they were tough little motherfuckers too. Zooms weren't bad. Zooms got a bad rap.
I was riding my unicycle on a skateboard, and when I had so many old references I want to use right now. I just went down to Radio Shack. That's where I got it from. And when I left Radio Shack, I stopped in the Blockbuster Videos, obviously, to go ahead and grab me some of those sour straws and a DVD. Okay, DVD. That's a little disc that you used to put into a player.
That's your reference for something old as a DVD.
I mean, for this story.
Because mine is a VHS.
No, I did that last. That was the last.
Okay,
I did that joke last week. Remember I said it popped up.
Yes,
tape thing.
yes,
Come on,
you're
man.
right. You're right. What about a tape, like a tape deck?
I thought about that, but it
put
felt too
put
close.
it in your tape deck.
I mean, that's a bar still. Put it in your 8-track. You can go even further back if you want to go. 8-track.
That's not much of a bar. Tape deck is more.
Nah, yo.
Tape deck is more. Yo. Because tape deck was from the hip hop.
Yo.
Was when hip hop was born.
I'm living here. I got bars. Put it in your 8-track. Ray Charles. Bars. Because he did Georgia on 8-track. Remember? He did it different sections. You saw the movie, right?
I didn't see the movie.
They did that.
Was it on 8? Was that part?
That was like the first time they did it. I think.
Recorded on 8-track.
Yeah, and it was like I can record each piece. It was such a big deal.
And Regina King was sitting there.
She's in that movie too.
Fucking mad as hell.
God dang.
Yeah, she was one of his backup. She was Margie.
The one that she hit the road jack. Mm-hmm. She was
Margie.
I see. I don't even pay any attention. I gotta look back at some of these classics. Is that a classic to you? Because I think that's a hell of a movie, man. Just like Ali, I feel the same way about Ali.
I guess now it's coming close on that time period where you have to consider, because it was 2003-ish.
Yeah.
So it's almost 20 years.
And it's not like
it's almost 20 years since that movie came out.
That's what I'm saying.
And that movie was
solid,
mega.
And I think right now, if you put it on, it's still solid.
Oh, I've watched it.
Pretty sure it stands up.
I've watched it multiple times. Like it's a hell of a movie. Like it's a well-made piece of media.
The only thing that creeped me out was a little water thing with his brother. That was creepy as shit.
I don't know if it was supposed to be creepy, but it was supposed to.
It was creepy.
It was supposed to. We've talked about this too.
Well, I know.
The mother from Ray and how she went crazy.
She did. But how do we even get there? What are we talking about?
We're talking about working out.
Oh.
You wanted to go to the UFC gym because you wanted to take on Conor. You want to take on Conor McGregor.
Right. Well, hell yeah. I want to fight Conor. He got a mean left. I was like, man, they showed that shit in slow motion the other day. when he was fighting.
And it was still fast.
Bruh, he was moving so fast in slow motion. I was like, yo, this nigga's a mutant. He was like, dude swung at him, and you see his fist move, and it's kind of like, you know, and you see Connor's fist, and it's like, you see it moving like that. You're like, yo, what the fuck? Mind you, he lost this fight.
Yeah.
He got his ass knocked out. But it was because he was tired and his knee was fucked up, so he couldn't move anymore. Mm-hmm. No, he kept getting kicked in the knee. Dude did it to him in the match, but it was like, yeah, he couldn't. You could tell he couldn't put weight down no more. But he was winning other than that. But anyway, his punches, man, he threw a punch and he tags him. Well, he was showing lead hand, so he leaned and he punched with the left. Bow, hit him right in the face. But it was like, which is weird because every other punch was like this, but everything he threw was like. You see it like shifting.
Like it was too fast for a slow-mo.
Yeah, it was like, yo, what the fuck? But yeah, I don't want to fight Conor McGregor. I'm just kidding. I mean, if I grab him, he's done though. He's done. If I grab him, he's a done man. I got him by 100 pounds. He's in trouble. But I probably won't grab him because he's very fast.
Who the fuck are you?
Right. That was so funny. Who the fuck is this guy? That was one of the Conor. He don't get enough credit. No, he does. I'm lying. He gets plenty of credit.
Yeah, he gets plenty of credit.
I take it back. He gets plenty of credit. But he was that guy. Like, Conor was that dude. Because those, like, when he took Aldo's belt, and then he skipped across the stage when he got there, and then he took the belt, and he holds them both up, and Aldo's like, ah! And then Dana's like, you can't go over there. Because if you go over there, you're going to try to kill him. Because you should die for what he did. But he now has both belts, and this is great marketing. I can't let you go over there. That's so fucked up.
Dana White is the biggest. Like he can't keep a straight face on his own shit.
He laughs all the time because
he can't keep a straight face. Like he knows I'm gonna make so much money.
Yeah,
and it's like you already got so much money. I'm gonna make so much more.
Bro,
like he can't keep a straight face on it. He gives away the game. But the thing is, motherfuckers let themselves get wrapped up in, or I don't even know if they believe it. Mm-hmm. They believe all that shit, and it's like.
Well, that shit was real. That was the thing with Conor, though. When he was doing his shit, he was really pissing people off.
Yeah, that's fine, but that's part of the show. Like,
no, exactly.
Like none of that.
Like what he said to
Khabib. None of that is new. That shit. Ali, Gorgeous George, it's all.
They all Ric Flair.
Yeah. It's like when Conor threw that guardrail at the bus and motherfuckers like, oh, he'll never compete in UFC. Yes, he will.
Yeah, I knew that won't.
There's too much. Yes, he will.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw the shit on Raw in 1998. He 100. Conor McGregor will never appear on. Yeah, Vince McMahon said the same thing about Stone Cold Steve Austin. That he will appear at the next pay-per-view and make another $1 billion.
Right.
We no shit, Sherlock. I was working in LA Fitness with an MMA guy.
You ever fought an MMA guy?
No. He almost fought me because he was mad at me because I was the assistant general manager and he was
assistant to the general manager.
No, I was assistant general and he was breaking all the fucking rules and like he was terrible at his fucking job.
They're not your rules.
He was sneaking motherfuckers in and shit.
He should be. He's a UFC guy. Let him do what he wants.
By the way, I wouldn't have cared if he was sneaking motherfuckers in, except he snuck a motherfucker in who I hated and got banned from the club.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway,
you're the worst.
So
snitching over here.
So that's when Conor McGregor. That's when he did the guardrail shit, and they're like, "Oh man, he'll never show the UFC." I'm like, "Yes, he will."
Whoa.
They're like, "No, you don't." I'm like, "Yes, I've seen this shit before." He's like, "You just said it because wrestling." I'm like, "Yeah." Because I've seen this shit before. Because there's too much money in Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
You really think Conor McGregor is just gonna sit home?
When you're a superstar, when you're like a superstar, you get away with shit.
But also, you really think that UFC isn't just gonna cash the fuck? You really think Dana White of all people is just gonna sit on that fucking payday?
This is the thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is the thing though. Conor actually hurt like some people that were like really cash cows for the UFC too though when he did that.
Yeah.
I think he got Rose. I want to say Rose got hit too. Rose, I can't think of her last name, but Thug Rose is what DC calls her all the time. I'm pretty sure she was on that bus, and I think she got a cut, and she was up to fight. Yeah. She got cut. Some other dude got cut. Like I think he got it on his eye or some shit, like his eyelid or something. So it was like a big fucking deal. So when they were saying it, I'm like, fuck, because I just started getting that John Jones feeling. Like shit, this is gonna be a while. Like I didn't think it was not gonna happen. I knew it would happen, but I was like, this shit gonna be a minute. Like. Conor gonna have
next pay-per-view.
That shit it wasn't next, but it was
next pay-per-view.
It was like they both got suspended, so it was like 8 months, 9 months. But one of them was injured anyway.
That was a
that shit was wild though.
That was a fully loaded promo. He's gonna be on SummerSlam. Get the fuck out of here. I know this shit.
Nah, that shit was crazy though. But that was the thing about Conor though. He was really pissing people off, man. Like legitimately pissing people off. Because in the match, he told Khabib,
which equals money.
He said to Khabib, he said, "Dude, it's just entertainment. Like It's not that serious. Like, he was telling him, and Khabib was looking at him, oh, no fucking entertainment. You talking about my family? I'll fucking kill you, Conor. Conor was like, yo, chill.
But also, motherfuckers got on the Mayweather bandwagon, too, and I'm like, yeah, they came in on the same jet, dog. Like, they're
Conor
not...
and Mayweather.
They're not... like, come on.
When they were saying
dog.
Conor was racist and shit.
And again, Dana White was giving the whole thing away because he was just sitting there counting the millions of dollars in his head. He was like,
this isn't even a UFC fight, right? My guy's going to be okay.
Dana White looked like he was coming the entire time. He was at every one of those press conferences.
You know how much money UFC made off that fight?
I know, and you could see it was like a Scrooge McDuck cartoon. You could see the dollar bills flashing through his eyes.
They weren't even the headline of that. It was Mayweather. Mayweather was the top dollar getter in that thing by far, above UFC and Conor.
Because boxing is a legacy sport,
right? And he gets whatever the fuck he wants when he fights. So he got the top, like the A side of that shit. UFC, I believe, got the secondary slot, and then I think Conor got third. But nonetheless, they was like, bro, we ain't even got to put this event on. We just got to show up with our fighter, and we know he gonna be ready because he's a psycho. He thinks he can really beat this motherfucker. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Of course he's sitting there like, Brent, if I knew I could get you to go fight against somebody outside, and I was going to get paid, and I ain't got to do shit. It ain't going to be in my house. It's going to be outside, but I'm still getting paid. And all I got to do is make sure Brent's there.
And it doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah, just make sure he shows up to the press conferences. And I get to be there, so I get to rep for my brand too. Oh, Brent, you fighting him. Let's go. Who he fighting? He undefeated? And that nigga, he good?
Me versus Joe Rogan. You'd be like...
Yeah, sign Brent
like, run it.
I'd be like, yo, he can still talk, right? Just don't hit him in the face. You kick him in the face. Just don't hit him in the mouth. Hit him like here. Make sure his brain's still
run it. Run that shit.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, fuck that. Anyway, so about boxing. So I was thinking about joining the boxing
gym. We're going to the boxing gym, yes.
Because legitimately, like, that's just how I work, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's another reason I always thought about joining, like, I would love to do, like, not Taekwondo, but, like, what's that shit called?
Mixed martial arts?
Not exactly mixed martial arts, because I can't really throw kicks because of my leg or whatever. Like, that's a problem for me. Because I did a kickboxing class.
World Martial Arts Council? Isn't WMAC Masters?
What the fuck that means?
You don't remember that? Oh, you may have been too young for WMAC Masters. It came on when I was young.
I was about to say, I don't know what that is.
It was like 95.
But the gi shit, I can't think of what the gi shit is right now. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
Karate?
No, not karate. I mean, they do wear gis too.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, yes. I love Jiu-Jitsu. Like, I think that shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? And,
clearly, when you can't think of the name of it.
I had a headache like an hour ago. My brain is
a week ago. A week and an hour ago.
Oh, yeah, a week and an hour ago. What am I saying? I got a new shirt on. And Brent's trying to copy it. Mine has little spots, though, so you can tell we're different.
Mine has Ninja Turtle toys. So, yeah.
Lame. My mom actually said to me a couple weeks ago, she was like, yeah, you remember you used to like the Ninja Turtles. I was like, I never liked the fucking Ninja Turtles. I never liked the Ninja Turtles. She was like, oh, wait, that might have been your uncle. Like, because he's 10 years older than me. So it was like, yeah, he was the one. He was the one that liked Ninja
10
Turtles.
years older than you?
Yeah, 79.
So 89. He would have been 10 when they came out-ish? 8
I guess. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know when they came out.
If he was about 8-ish. Yeah, that would have been about right.
Makes sense, right?
That'd be all right.
Because I was like, I don't fucking know.
But Ninja Turtles were never not around.
I never saw
like, they still existed.
The only time I saw Ninja Turtles was in Chuck E. Cheese. I told you. They had the little arcade.
And they came back in the 2000s, in like the early 2000s.
I didn't care anymore.
Actually, that series was actually pretty good.
Never saw it.
It was actually pretty good.
The best thing I've ever seen them do is the movie with Batman.
That was surprisingly entertaining too. I did like that.
When him and Shredder were in the same place, Batman and Shredder were in the same place.
So anyway, you want to be one of the Gracie brothers?
Yes, I would love to choke you out right now with your shirt. Because you know they'd be grabbing geese.
Well, the password is hippopotamus.
You ain't saying it. I'm gonna take the air before you get to say it.
So do you want to have a boxer's build? Is that what you're?
I don't mind a boxer's build. Like, I think that's more of my my natural kind of. If I was to cut alcohol and all this bullshit and just actually work out, I think that's more of my natural shape. But not like a heavyweight, humongous. Not like the dude you just showed.
Not like Michael B.
Yeah, not like
Creed.
That. Yeah, not that guy you just showed me who was the same as Michael B. and Creed, just hawker. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want to be that big because I feel like that kind of big turns into fat with somebody like me. Because I would do the Busta Rhymes thing.
Yeah, when you don't do shit.
That's what I'm saying. I would do the Busta Rhymes thing. I would go from like, okay, I was never really like a big build person. Like, I'm a big guy, but I'm not like
the busted Dr. Dre shit.
Right. Where you get humongous and then you get flabby. No, it's the busted Timberland shit. They get real big and then they get real big because they stop doing it. It's like, oh, I got it now.
Oh yeah, because Dre kept his size.
Dre ain't never changed his shit. He got big and never stopped.
Dre hasn't. But
you look back at the old videos with Dre. I see what you did there. That was my first song. Forgot about Trey. That's literally my first song. I used to call myself Dr. Trey because of him. I don't know how I got a West Coast name as an East Coast rapper. I have no idea, but that's what happened.
My first song was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme.
Wait, you have a song?
I redid the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme.
Go ahead. There's a mic right here.
I don't remember it.
No, give it to me.
I don't remember it.
Give it to me.
I just remember it ended with the Fresh Prince of Lawndale because I lived in Lawndale at the time.
Oh, bars. I don't remember anything in mine either except for the beginning, though. Mine was people sitting on the side of the road like they forgot about Trey. Forgot about Dre. Verse 1, you think I'm done? You better run, son. That's how I started. My very first bars. Verse 1, you think I'm done? You better run, son. I thought I was that nigga. I said, verse 1, Brent. You think I'm done?
What did you think about John Cena's album?
I didn't listen to that shit. You listened to it. We've actually talked about this. I never listened to it. I don't buy shit like that because it's bad for business. No, actually, I like John Cena as a rapper. I think he can actually flow and he knows how to stay in the pocket and all that shit. So I have no problem with John Cena rapping, but I never actually went out and was like, I'm gonna get a John Cena album. Like, no, I'm cool. That was too much for me. I would buy like the music CDs, like Music Volume whatever. I think Volume 5 or 4 is where I stopped. I think 4 was the last one I got, but that was like Ass Man and Big Show theme and the mixed awesome one.
Yeah, that was
that one I had. Yeah.
5 wasn't as good.
I didn't get it because I think I stopped there. But
yeah. So yeah, boxers build.
Yeah. So like my ideal build is kind of like probably like a wide receiver.
Okay.
So it's kind of that boxer, but like a slim cut kind of boxer. Because I have long arms and I got the like when I'm not swollen. That's what we'll call it. When I haven't been.
Oh!
Yeah, exactly. When I'm not swollen, I feel like I have more of that shape naturally. So it'd be easier for me to hold that rather than getting like super jacked like EB or TJ, one of those guys, and then being like I'm walking around like, yeah, now you got a problem. Like, can you imagine that old dude from last week in a day, an hour ago? Yeah. Imagine if he had said that shit to me and I looked like that. I just went down there and be like, his neck would have been gone. I just broke it off. I could have did that anyway, but you get what I'm saying. It would have been easier for me mentally to just walk down and be like, I'm going to kill an old man today. You know why? Because I lift. I don't need that kind of ego. It's too much.
See, unless you see.
But I'm a psycho.
Guys that lift, a lot of guys that lift, they actually don't have that temper that you
Neither
think.
Does EB.
Because
the same way.
Because they work that shit out in the gym.
Yeah.
And they use that time in the gym to clear their heads.
See, I'm not that guy.
So they're not
I be lifting for damage. That's my problem. That's my problem. I be lifting to hurt people.
They're the gentle giant shit. They don't give a shit about fucking you up.
That's how EB is. He's the biggest motherfucker I know, and he's just like, nah, I don't fight. What the fuck you mean you don't fight? Nah. What the fuck you get this for? It's like,
so I don't have to fight.
It's just, it keeps them off me. They don't look. They don't even think about it.
Yeah.
I hate you. Like, that's what I tell him, because he's a dickhead. But whatever. No biggie.
It's true, though, when you look at certain
It is. He is a dickhead.
I think for me, at this point, I'd be more
fuck you, EB.
Football player.
That makes sense.
Like running back. Running back. If I got in shape. As a kid, I look back at pictures of myself. I was actually a lot thinner than I thought I was.
Of course.
I always thought I was chubby or fat or whatever.
Ironically, I did too.
Like I had a little like paunch or whatever, like a baby fat thing. Like I always thought I was fucking fat. But looking back at pictures, I was like, I was actually kind of fucking skinny. I don't know why I thought I was fat. But
I know why I thought I was fat because all my friends were basketball
I know
players.
why I thought I was fat.
No, all my friends were basketball players and they were like super slim, so they didn't have shit.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, damn, I got this little gut thing. Is this dad by daddy being developed? I don't know what this little piece is.
I did. I mean, I had some bigger friends. My best friend from high school was fat. Still is.
Everybody.
But
I was a big one.
But yeah, there were some skinny. Anyway, but yeah, at this point, it would probably be a back. It'd probably be a back.
I never want to see you as a back. That shit is not okay in my head. I never want you to be like strong as shit. Like I look over like, oh, look at Brent doing well. Like I don't want to see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. The shit disgusts me. The thought of it.
Good. Then I'm going tomorrow.
Really, you're gonna look back on this tape and be like, Trey, I gotta give a good vibes to Trey again.
I bought new shoes and everything, although I had to buy new shoes.
Bro, I need new shoes so bad.
I
don't know what's wrong with me.
New workout shoes. I had these workout shoes for years.
Bro, my Under Armours were bought as workout shoes, and I probably used them to work out once. And they just became my regular shoes because I used them and I was like, oh, these are awkward. I actually don't like these as much as I thought, but they're like clunky Under Armour. It's not like the tangible, this is great to use workout Under Armour. It's a bad version of that. So
the shoes? Mm-hmm. I had some bad Under Armour shoes and used them all of like twice and was like, these suck.
Yeah, I can walk around in them.
I should have spent the extra money.
Right.
I should have invested the extra money.
Well, I'm at that stage in my life now, and I said this a couple years ago to my mom, that I'm going to invest in things like my feet with shoes, and I'm going to invest when I fly places and stuff like
be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone.
Right. And expensive seats and shit. Like, I'm going to stretch out on planes.
Shout out to Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah.
For everybody, it's free to wear sunscreen.
Exactly. Whoever you are.
Be kind to your knees.
Be kind and rewind.
You'll miss them when they're gone.
Thank you. But no, yeah, it's just one of those times, man. It's like I'm at that era now where it's like, okay, I'm gonna rent a car when I come into town, so I don't have to be like, hey, can I borrow your car? Can I do this? I'm going to.
You gotta fuck with all that shit.
Fly first class and all this shit. Like, not first class necessarily, where it has to be like ritzy,
maybe business,
but at least business, where it's like I have leg room because I'm a 6'2" guy. Like, it's my legs need to go. At least one of them is 6 foot. The other one's at least 6 still though. So it's like, this is not comfortable. Like, there will be no more Spirit flights and shit in my future. I can't do shit like that, man. That shit is just uncomfortable. And I get off with the way my hips are and my fucking leg and all the shit, man. It'd be so bad. I'm like, God damn it. I get off like, why did I do this to me? And then for 2 days, I'm like, oh, fuck.
And actually, a boxing gym might work. They work on footwork a lot.
It'll help a ton because it'll keep the mobility in my legs a certain way. Keep the hips because you're turning your hips a lot. You're doing a lot of this shit. Only thing is they run a lot. Them motherfuckers work. Them boxing motherfuckers, they be in shape.
Well, they have to be. You gotta go 8-10 rounds.
Let me ask you something. Because this is me. My problem with this training, I'm gonna want to use it. I will want to fight somebody if I learn how to box. I'm gonna be like, let me get in a boxing match.
You know what you do with your clients is your business, dog. I don't know.
Well, I threaten them all the time. I told dude earlier. I said, put them up. No, it's a fight. I said, bust a move.
Because you know they got that strength that you don't have. You know what I mean? It might be a fairer fight than you think.
No, I got some. I got a bad leg.
No, I mean, but they have that extra strength. It works the same. Got that.
It works the same.
They got that strength. They got that deep down.
I'm strong in here. I know what you're trying to say, and I don't like it. I'm strong in here.
I'm not trying to say anything. I'm trying to drink my drink.
No, you're not. I'm strong in here. Just telling my story, I feel stronger. I want to punch you in the ribs right now. Stop trying to kiss my damn arm. Listen, this is the thing. I love competition. So if you train me on something and I feel like I've gotten good at it, normally I'm pretty good at it, right?
Find yourself an intramural little boxing league or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Maybe they have.
But it's something wrong with me, Brent, because
no shit.
Fair. TJ told me this a million times because we'll scrap. He's the strongest guy I've ever rolled with. Like, this motherfucker is strong. So he's always like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you just tap out in a situation? Because, you know, he's big as a bitch. So, like, he's maybe 10 pounds lighter than me, but all muscle, damn near. So clearly he should have an advantage.
Some people just refuse to do it. Some people just refuse to tap out.
I'm one of those people. There's something fucking wrong with me.
I get it.
I can get out of this shit. I can do this. I can get out. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to jab him here. I'm going to jab him there.
I had to learn how to just give up the ghost on certain instances.
Fuck that. Nah, fuck that. Kill me. I'm going to die today. I'm willing to die, like my nigga Israel Adesanya said in that one fight. I'm willing to die. Like, that's me. There's something wrong with me. So I know if I went to a fight, it would be like, because I could take punches. I've been hit like really hard by people that were way bigger than me at random points in my life where it's like, that should have knocked me out.
Think you can do slap boxing? You've seen that shit?
I've done slap boxing.
No, but the competitive shit.
The one where they just stand there and slap? Fuck no, man. Because I'm going to hit you.
Those?
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Have you seen those with the motherfuckers with the frying pan size hands? Go all the way back, and you just have to stand there holding little fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger above the rim fucking bar, and just get slapped in the face by a shoe on the end of a wrist.
Just thinking about that just made me mad. Like, my whole demeanor. If you watch this video back, you'll see my demeanor change just thinking about getting slapped in the face. I hate that shit.
Imagine getting hit in the face.
No. I don't know. I can
boxing gloves.
Different. That's different to me. The slap is like the most disrespectful thing you could do to a man other than spit in his face to me. So, like, don't do it. Don't slap me. Like, if you want to fight me, you should probably just punch me. Just punch me in the face. You get better odds. If you slap me on some disrespectful shit, I'm going to kill you. It's going to happen. But yeah, no, I don't know. I just feel like the competition of, because I'm so good at slipping shit, and I'm really good at seeing things in the moment. So I've always had fun playing with my like my friends and shit back in the day.
Oh, your friends.
Relax. With my friends and shit back in the day, when we used to like, we go outside and slap box and we do all this different shit. We swing and we doing whatever. And I put on boxing gloves with one of my homeboys, Travis. Shouts to Travis. Motherfucker, everybody was scared to put on boxing gloves with him. I'm like, I'm not scared of Travis. Like, you know, I'm way bigger than him first off, but he was that nigga. Like, excuse me, when it came to boxing and shit, I'm still bourbon a week later. It's crazy. But he was so fast.
Bear me.
Right. Bear me. Yeah. But he was so fast. He was like, he was just, his hands were so goddamn quick. But I had quick ass hands too, so we just tagging each other like pop, 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 pop. And everybody's in the ring. Of course, we're doing this shit in the middle of a fucking street. So it's like, you get knocked out, it's gonna be bad. But I'm not thinking that in my head. I'm just like, oh, I'm just boxing this motherfucker. He was lighting me up at first though. I was mad. I was like, I had to adjust. But I started watching. I'm like, okay, I see his pattern. I see what he's doing. Boom, 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 boom. I'll start tagging him. Bow, hit him in the body. Bow, hit him in the body. Boom, hit him in the face. And it was like, all right, we going. And it was like, all right, enough. Y'all stop. Like,
Yeah.
All right, we looking at each other there. Yeah, we don't want to fight. Let's stay friends. We don't want to fight each other because that was, without gloves, that would have been brutal. But yeah, it's fun. Like, that's my kind of thinking though. I feel like I would always be like, I want to go try this in competition. I need to see if I can execute this in real situation. Because a lot of people can't fight. I don't know if you know this. Have you ever watched World Star? Especially black guys. I don't know if you've ever seen black guys fight. They're bad. Black guys are really bad. But they, yo, what's up, son? Yo.
Because they've never trained.
Bro,
they,
it's
like
terrible.
they don't know the techniques to do shit.
Terrible. Except for the black guys that do train, because those guys are fucking murderers. That's what I'm talking about myself though. Except
it's like when Kimbo got into
Kimbo was terrible.
Graduated into MMA.
But this is the thing though, different. Because Kimbo was a masterful street fighter.
Yeah.
But I'm saying most guys, especially black guys on World Star, can't even street fight. Like their style is like, what up? Yo, they got all these weird fucking
because they're all trying to
shit.
look. It's like
they're trying to out-tough
It's like
each
when
other.
motherfuckers would shoot sideways, and just because they
So
saw the
effective.
shit on, and it's so ineffective, and it's not right. Like it's terrible aim. It's the worst way to shoot somebody. It's the worst way to do it.
Oh, I missed. Dang, he gone.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
motherfucker got away. I'm gonna die next week. He coming for me.
If they had shot sideways and boys in the hood, Ricky would have been in the lead. Ricky would have been a commentator right now. It would have been Club Rick right now. Ricky would have been there like skip. That'd have been Ricky.
Oh man, Ricky was that guy too.
Yeah, I'm not built for boxing.
No,
my cousin. I lived with my cousins for a minute when I was a teenager. My cousin.
You got 2 left feet though, don't you?
I have flat feet, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But I did play football, so like I know how to get my feet up. It just takes a little extra energy for me to do it.
Right. I get that.
So my cousin had a couple pair of boxing gloves, and me and him, and these were all older cousins. Like they were in their early 30s, late 20s.
Oh shit! How old were you?
Actually, 30s. They were early 30s. I was
like my age. Now.
I was like 16.
That's brutal.
And
I did this. I played this game, by the way.
Me, them, and a couple of other people around the neighborhood, like the skinny guy across the street, one of the other kids across the street, right? And they would, we would all do the little boxing thing or whatever.
Hats and shit, yeah.
I'm not fast enough to get out of the way of that, just for like a boxing thing. Right.
Yeah.
Like I don't have that consistent quick speed shit.
Yeah, that burst shit.
Right. I can be sudden.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Right.
I can do some from football. I have some foot dexterity, but I'm gonna get tagged.
Right.
Like I got tagged more than anybody else.
Do you like tag? Do you like getting tagged?
I mean,
but like some people, like me, I'm one of the people. You hit
it wakes you up.
You hit me, and it like I'm there. I'm like, okay, it's on.
Yeah. It wakes you
up. But I'm
up.
there from the beginning, mind you. You don't have to hit me for me to know that. But once you do, it's like, we going at it.
Like in wrestling, I was one of the few people that people would hit me with like drop kicks or forearms or whatever, and other people would be like, oh, it's too hard. I was like, okay,
I can take that.
Like there was one guy I did a lucha show with.
You did a lucha show?
I did lucha shows for a minute.
Did you have a mask on?
No. I was the American. It was hilarious because I went there and I was like, it was on Mother's Day, and I went there and I was like, today is the day. This is Mother's Day, and you people of all people know how to celebrate Mother's Day. I mean, let's face it. You have your daughter's quinceañera and baby shower on the same day, and
oh shit! Oh my god! That's fantastic.
Yeah,
You're trying to die.
Yeah,
you weren't trying to make it out of that.
That was fantastic.
You ain't famous enough to do that. You trying to die. That's a great promo.
But this guy, there's a reason he's stuck doing local lucha shows. Like
Otis to stop doing this.
Yeah, he sucked. But I was trying to get a match together, and meanwhile he was over there drinking and smoking before the match. And I was like, this is gonna suck. And so I wasn't 100% on time for a spot. It wasn't botched. It wasn't like completely wild, but I wasn't 100% there for a spot. And then he comes in with this big charge in the corner. And after the match, he's like, you know why I did that to you in the corner? I was like, what? Well, I stiffed you in the corner. I was like, oh, yeah, no, you stiffed me. Because I was like,
didn't really hit like
like nigga,
right,
like what?
I'm good.
Like,
was that you stiff? That didn't work.
Right. Like Kyle was really good about drop kicking people directly in the face. And he would drop kick me in the face all the time in practice. And some people were like, oh, he's drop kicking me in the face. I was like, yeah.
It happens.
Okay, yeah.
We're wrestling.
I felt it.
Right.
And I took the bump.
Right.
And okay.
Just don't kick me in
the I look like a cream puff, but there are times I'm tougher than I look.
Yeah.
But in terms of boxing, I got tagged with I got rocked.
Well,
and mind you, my cousin was drunk a lot of the times when he would do this, and he was a big former football playing motherfucker.
Brutal.
He was defensive, I think, end.
Yikes.
In high school,
so he's fast
in Carson High School, which is known for their football team.
Fast.
So boom, just tag me up. So I'm not built for boxing.
No, you're right, because it's just the speed, like leg speed alone, and your upper body is easy to hit.
Yeah,
it's a lot of it. So
you got to duck and dodge and get out of the way. I'm not a good ducker and dodger.
See, when I was smaller, like smaller Trey would have been like a great boxer, to be honest, because like I was so elusive. I remember playing football, and once I kind of understood my leg more and my speed, like what I could do, it was because it took a long time for me to understand what I was really capable of. Because I would do random shit. I'm like, well, if I can do that, why can't I do that? So I'd be trying to figure out like, what can I do? But I didn't even know I was doing that. But that really realistically what it was. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what I can do now that I'm at my max height and I'm at my physical peak or whatever. But like people couldn't touch me. Like, if I didn't want to be touched, it was very difficult to take me down or grab me because I'm very good at, like, woo, woo. Like, when I used to run routes as a receiver, they could not grab me. They could not hold on to me off the line. It was like, get off me. Gone. Woo, give it to me. And I had big hands and, like, could really catch after a while because some neighborhood kid told me how to catch.
You got big hands?
Yeah, baby. Hey, they love that.
Big hands?
They love that. Hey, holla at your boy. Don't stop. This ain't for them.
Kiss your bicep.
Why ain't your shit? Why don't it like zoom in by itself? You know how YouTubers be doing it? They be like, and then the next scene will be like, I want to.
Well,
zoom
yeah,
in.
I think they pause and they do that.
So you think they pause it and do it?
Yes, or they stop and then they do it and they go back to the thing that they were doing before.
It's just post edits.
Yeah, it's all post edits.
You can do that on.
Also, they do that shit on their phone. This is a camera. It doesn't sync up to the.
That's fair.
To the
anyway, yeah, I could catch footballs and shit like that because like guy in the neighborhood threw a ball at me a lot one time. It was real rude when I was a kid. He was like, "You gonna learn how to catch?" I was like, "Motherfucker was like, bow." I was like, "Man, I can't do this shit." Bow. Yeah, I swear I did that shit for like 40 minutes. I cannot catch that shit. I was like 6 years old. This motherfucker had me by like 5, 6, 7 years. And at that time, you like, what the fuck is going on? I think I was probably like. I'll say I was probably close to like 7, maybe 7 or 8.
Was the guy trying to nab you off your trike?
Bro, listen, I don't know what the fuck this guy was doing. No, not that guy. Not that guy. This is when I had already moved from the hood. I was done. With the hood at this point. But this guy was from the hood, but he lived where I was. This motherfucker was whack. He hit me with that football so many times. I just remember standing there like, I'm never gonna get this. And everybody else was looking like, all his little minions were around there like looking. I'm like,
he was trying to get you out the hood.
He was. And I was just like, and then eventually, no, he threw that bitch at me. I was like, caught that motherfucker. I looked at him. I threw it back. And he was like, he threw it again. I was like,
and then he tipped his hat and walked away.
Basically, and I was like, that worked. Okay. That's how you deal with bullies. You just figure it out. And then they stop. Got it. And that was pretty much honestly my philosophy, dealing with my older cousins and all the motherfuckers too.
Well, the hood is
Same
hard,
shit.
so you got to rap or play ball or some shit and get out of the hood.
Dave Chappelle, man. Fucking legend.
It's all the way out this hood.
Oh, speaking of Dave Chappelle.
Oh, we can watch Chappelle Show again.
Hell yeah, we
We can watch Chappelle Show again.
Hey, yo, this dude. Listen, man.
Chappelle's the only motherfucker who...
Can I just take a moment to do good vibes only? Can we do good vibes only on Dave Chappelle? Do you have one for this episode?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm going to use mine on him.
Chappelle's the only person that I don't feel bad about him saying the words and they gave me millions of dollars.
Right.
Because he said those words and they gave me millions of dollars and I was like, okay. But I was like, wait a minute. What? He's already a millionaire. Why am I celebrating this rich motherfucker becoming a more rich motherfucker?
Hey, man.
But it was his shit. And I'm like, well, it should have been his shit. He should have got a better deal.
Name.
He got back his retroactively name. Got a better deal than he
signed up for.
That doesn't happen.
None of that was possible.
Go ahead and
That's
say
what I'm saying, man. This is some good vibes for me because fucking Dave Chappelle is just a fucking legend. Like, bro, HBO Max, who was not working with Dave Chappelle currently, they do have a stand-up from him before. But they're not currently
Which is another one of the first things I watched on HBO Max.
Fantastic, by the way. But not currently working with my man. They took it off their streaming service. Netflix did it because Dave asked them to after the Saturday Night Live shit because he was really genuinely upset about it. That was only like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That was the day after the election or some shit. That was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And he has renegotiated a deal that he walked away from 10 years ago. Like you said, retroactively.
15 years ago.
15 now. Damn, I've been out of high school for a long time.
15 years ago now.
Yeah, because I'll be fucking 32 this year.
Yeah.
I was 17 when Chappelle Show.
Because Chappelle Show came on like 03-ish.
And it was outright. Damn. Jesus Christ.
I think it was 03 and it was on for 2 seasons.
Yeah. Holy.
Officially.
Holy fucking moly, Batman. That's crazy.
Yeah, so about 15 years. First off, Comedy Central has been this entire time and even before then notorious for their shitty contracts that they give people.
Yeah. They've been on that for a minute.
Notoriously, for the shitty contracts you get for a Comedy Central special, the shitty contract you get. And by the way, it's not just Comedy Central. So Comedy Central is in the Viacom network of family of networks. The Viacom family of networks has historically been shitty with the contracts. Nickelodeon has been shitty with their contracts. BET has been shitty with their contracts. VH1 has been shitty with they've all been terrible with their contracts. It's a common practice. If you work for Viacom, we're giving you a shit contract on the cable side.
It's very true.
Maybe on the TV side, network TV, because I think they're with CBS, or I think now it's CBS Viacom. But like the Viacom cable section, you get shit. You get paid nothing.
Pretty trash, yeah.
And
you say nothing, but nothing for us.
Basically nothing.
I mean, nothing for them.
Nothing for them.
Something for us.
Yeah, you get a shitty little contract and no rights to anything, and don't come asking for shit. Don't come asking for DVD residuals, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
The only people that changed that before this were Trey and Matt off South Park.
Yeah.
Because they had something that was so hot that was still with the company for so many years that they were able to renegotiate it.
They couldn't watch that shit walk away.
And when they renegotiated it something better to them, and they're still fucking going today,
and
decades later.
Well, you got to think too, when they were renegotiating, something like Spike TV was around. They would have picked that show up.
That's Viacom too, though.
Yeah, but it's a different. That's
Viacom too, though.
But they do have different heads of tables, and Comedy Central would not like to see them walk away and go over there.
Well, South Park became a staple.
It did, and they did not want to see that shit happen.
Right,
like, they did not want to see that shit happen.
Right,
but nonetheless,
so for Chappelle to come back,
a
decade and a half after the fact that he admitted to. This is another thing. Lawyers will tell you, well, he admitted that he signed the shitty contract when he did.
Yep.
And they'll say in court,
that's it.
Right? And there's no, I did it because I had a whatever. No, you signed it. You were an adult when you did it. You walked away from it.
Right.
The fact
you left them high and dry. They had nothing to put into place.
The fact that they even, as the entities that they were, came back and said, we'll redo this is because they didn't have to do it. Like, even with Chappelle going on his Instagram, they could have just had Chappelle go on his Instagram. Because Chappelle's complained about this shit before. A couple of times.
But never like that.
And they've done shit about it.
But never like that.
They've done dick all for it.
Never on like okay, I have my Instagram that has a bunch of followers and a bunch of people, and I'm going to directly talk to the crowd. Not jokes. This is not about jokes at all. I'm going to completely talk to the crowd on like some...
They still didn't have to do it, though.
No, they didn't have to do shit. Let's be very clear.
They didn't have to do shit, but stay black and die.
But this is what I'm saying, too, though. That's what's so crazy about the HBO Max side of it. Because HBO Max could have cleaned up from Netflix pulling that shit. Because everybody was thinking about it at that point, right? They jump over there.
But here's another thing about HBO Max that I noticed I started looking up.
What?
They must be in bed with Comedy Central. Like, it must be a Viacom thing because they've got all the Comedy Central shit on there too.
They've got a lot of shit. Well, they have a section that's Comedy Central on HBO Max.
They're if not the same company, like they're linked. So
yeah, I can't say with exact certainty, but I'm pretty sure that's one of their little side scrolls.
Yeah, they've got
because they got
damn
DC,
near everything.
They got Crunchyroll, but they don't have Dragon Ball Z, which angers me because I don't want to have to buy Funimation.
That's interesting.
But they don't have that yet. I think it may be coming though. They probably have a contract right now, specifically with Funimation, because it's a Funimation show. Dragon Ball Z is, I believe, but Crunchyroll is licensed with HBO Max right now, so I'm confused on how they don't have certain stuff. But that's neither here nor there.
But you were saying Chappelle on Instagram going directly to the people.
Yeah,
they still didn't have to do anything for it though.
Brent, I understand that. From a business standpoint, they literally were in the green. They didn't have to do shit. But
good for them for doing it.
No, good for them for doing it because now I'm sure you can't tell me that not only did they work that out with Chappelle, but they probably left the door open like potentially we could do more. You think? We could do something else together? And he's like, you know what? Because he said at the end of that post, I can finally say it was good business with Comedy Central or something like that. So they must have paid this nigga decent. Right. That's all I could think when I heard that. I said, God damn, they paid Dave.
Because after all that shit.
Right. God damn it. I finally had it up and then I lost it. Where is it?
Yeah, Cartoon Network, Adults. Yeah, all that's Viacom shit.
I could have swore they straight up had Comedy Central section though. I might be wrong.
Crunchyroll. Yeah. Well, it's not in there.
It's
right
not,
now.
But I thought it was.
But they have all the Comedy Central shit.
They just got a lot of shit, man. In general. Let's just make sure they ain't put Dragon Ball Z up here. It's a new month. It should be changing every day. Nah, it would be at the top. It's the most popular.
It would be. Well, there's Death Note.
I don't know anything about anime. I'm not gonna lie. I got a lot of friends that are into anime and shit. I'm not.
That's a commitment. I like anime, but it's a commitment.
Bro, my cousins and shit, they love it. I'm not trying to read all day.
Yeah, fucking dubs over like
right.
Fuck
oh
y'all.
my god, real
fuck
anime
y'all.
people that hear this shit.
Shut the fuck up.
We just lost mad fans.
Shut
right
the
now.
fuck up.
Dubs you can't do that. You can't talk about that.
Listen. I don't necessarily. I can watch and pay attention to shit.
Is that John Travolta?
What, on 30 coins?
Yeah. That looked like John Travolta. Am I tripping?
I don't know.
I didn't mean to go away from it. It was an accident.
No, I don't think so. It looks more like Bryan Cranston.
Interesting.
Looks more like Ball Bryan Cranston. But yeah, shout out to Chappelle for that shit.
Yeah, I gotta give him crazy love because it's just impressive, man.
No, Eduardo Fernandez.
Yeah, fucking
Eduardo Fernandez.
John Travolta. No, but I gotta give him crazy love for that, man, because it's like it's just one of those things where you don't see that shit. You don't. There is never a time where a business that is completely in the right from what they're doing legally looks back and says, you know what? Here are your masters. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yo, do we not have this conversation about Mace and Puffy? Like,
especially after 15 years of not giving that shit up.
Brother, we talked about this with Puff and Mace. They was tight. Like, in the public eye at least. Mace came to him like, yo, I think I should be able to buy my shits back right now at this price. And Puff was like, why the fuck would I do that?
Right.
Like, are you kidding? Listen, man, you did a lot for this industry. You did a lot for us and Bad Boy, but let me explain something to you. When you have Bad Boy, the family, I got Biggie, I got Kim, I got this one, I got that one, I got this one, and Mace is right in the midst of that.
I think I should be able to buy my freedom.
No, shh, I'm trying to talk to you.
Nigga,
hold on. Don't talk, Mace. You see, it's Bad Boy, right? So if you got Bad Boy in the family and then you take Mace out, guess what? The value depreciates. So Mace gotta stay right there. And guess what? Now it's Bad Boy in the family. I got all y'all motherfuckers. So in a couple years, when I sell this for $400 million to some rich white dude, then you can talk to him about it.
Well, Mr. Puffy, I think I should have my freedom.
Man, listen, that shit is fucked up.
I think I should.
As an artist, it's fucked up, and he was young. I think it's not a thought. It's facts that the industry is very predatory, especially on young kids. But
so you hit me to this other podcast, and they were talking about 360 deals.
Oh man, 360 deals are the worst. And
what's your opinion on that?
I would never sign a 360 deal, and I've been like that from the beginning. When I heard about them shit, I was like, what? You getting part of the tour money and this and that and commercials and this and the fuck? Because I've known about that for a while.
Well, since Spotify is definitely listening to us to give us one of those Joe Rogan deals, what deal would you not accept for the podcast or would accept for the podcast?
Well, Spotify,
a Joe Rogan type deal.
So Spotify is different. Spotify is different because it's not a label. It's the streaming service, so it's not gonna hit you with a 360. 360 is from the label because they're fronting you money and then they're taking pieces of everything you do. That's what the 360 is. Like, it's brutal. It's a brutal deal. But the streaming
online
services,
media deals that have happened over the last really 10 years or so. With YouTube and MCNs and all these different things, they did come into it with a similar template to music in that they own your shit, give you a certain percentage of it, and then at the end of the day, and then at the end of the day, they can snap it or cancel it or whatever. Like they have control. Or if you decide that you want to leave because you don't like the deal, well then you can leave. But how do we even get here stays here. Yeah,
well, I feel like a couple of those have changed. A couple of those laws have changed recently because, like Joe Budden, for instance, when he was signed to Spotify, all of the episodes were clearly there. When they left, that's one of the few websites or apps that does not have access to his podcast anymore. Like, now it's back on Apple, it's on SoundCloud, it's on all this other stuff. But those episodes... Like, and he's waiting for that part of the contract to expire so he can pull it all off Spotify. He's like, I don't even want them episodes up there.
Yeah.
Because me personally, similar to what happened with Chappelle, when I saw what Spotify did with Joe Budden, it was like, I'll stop listening on Spotify. I'll listen over here. Right? And I'm like, I'm not going to go and listen to these old episodes. I'll just listen to it on SoundCloud. If they put it all up there, they got their whole back catalog and shit. It's like, great. You know, I listen to it wherever is most beneficial to the artist. 'Cause I'm always going to side on the side of the artist, point blank, period. So when it comes to like streaming deals and shit, like what you talked about with Spotify signing with Joe Rogan signing with Spotify, that kind of deal to me doesn't bug me because of what we do. It's very random and it's all over the place. It's a sporadic show as is, so it's not like they would come in and be able to completely stop random rants and tangents. It's not like we're doing anything. Like Joe Rogan, the thing that they were bugging him with was the fact that they were trying to control who he could interview, what he could post, that kind of shit,
right,
and where he could post it.
Right.
But for you and I, if we're on Spotify and they say, okay, we're signing you to a deal directly, right? Okay. Well, one thing, we own this podcast. This is ours. Nobody else owns this.
Right.
Right. You're renting it for X amount of time. And that's pretty much my main stipulations. Like, yeah, we can stop showing this over here or we can stop putting it up here for the time we're with you guys. But past that, treat
it like you would one of the properties that you see on Netflix or something like that.
Exactly. It's borrowed for a while.
Right.
It's like renting a movie back in the day.
Yeah,
Blockbuster. It's basically Blockbuster.
Home Alone's on there for up until and it'll be there until and you'll see the little thing that says until February 1st and then it's gone on February 1st and it goes to where Prime or wherever the fuck it goes.
That's my whole logic with all of it, because it's just like, and then with anything else, honestly, it's all staying independent to me. Because staying independent on something like YouTube, if you're monetizing your YouTube, right? Let's say we get real hot out of the blue. What should happen, you fuckers?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
My fuck you goes to y'all.
Fuck you doing? Wait, hold on. Share the shit right now.
Like, share, subscribe.
No, stop.
Okay, my bad.
Share this shit right now. Somebody, your nosy auntie, cousin, whatever. Share the shit. Share it. We're the best podcast. We're the best. We're helping you clean your house right now. Share the shit right
Obviously.
now. Stop. Put the Swiffer down and share the shit.
Share the shit. Your house was filthy before we started talking.
There you go.
Yeah, but no, honestly, that's like, for me, is stay independent with any other source of anything. And then if you get bubbling, it's a matter of saying, okay, what's the best way to maximize what you're now doing, what product you're putting out, right? So you're thinking, okay, do I go from the standpoint of saying I sign because they're going to give us a production type deal where we're going to get boosted and our numbers will grow because they're going to be promoting us or whatever on the site. So you give them a little bit of this and you get a lot of promotion. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, with anything I'm doing these days, it's all about holding on to the masters of it and holding on to the ownership of what the actual podcast itself is. Because with something like a podcast, you're getting mad streams if you get popular weekly. Yeah. You're getting like hit albums weekly, basically. So it's like, you know, you're getting millions and millions of views and all this kind of shit. And you think back, it's like, bro, nah. We get the rights to all that. And then the thing with Joe Rogan, he has such a back catalog. And that's kind of what we're building right now on this stage. Hopefully something pops with it and we can really like, you know, hey, we got all these old episodes. We're talking crazy and reckless and shit. Y'all love these episodes too. People start listening. Oh shit, this is fire.
Before we went all corporate and shit?
Before we go all corporate. Yeah, we lose our edge. That's what they say. Because that's what happens. That's typically what happens.
Well, you know, when Black.com comes in, you know, we'll probably lose. Yeah.
We can go the other way. No, our shit gonna get edgy. Black.com, I'm getting real edgy. I ain't never wearing a shirt. I'm always Trey Pac. Thug life on my stomach.
Well, let me hit the gym a couple more times and maybe I'll join you. Darken up my chest a little bit.
First off, don't talk about your chest on this podcast. We don't talk about that. I'm not talking about titties unless it's black.
I say it with my chest.
Don't say shit with your chest. Keep it in that shirt.
Say it with my chest. Shout out to Kevin Hart. If you want to shout out, or Kevin Hart's driver. Shout out to Kevin Hart's driver, and then shout out to Kevin Hart's like food shopper.
Yeah, what happened with
and
that?
Shout out to Kevin Hart's dog walker. And all those people are invited on the show. We're going to do them first.
Because we're just trying to interview.
Yeah. Shout out to them if you want to come on the show.
Yeah,
It'd be fantastic.
That would be great.
Be fantastic. I'd love to hear what trash bag Kevin Hart uses in his house. Whoever does his grocery shopping for him.
We should interview Junebug.
Who's Junebug?
The guy that's doing right now the dance.
Oh,
here, plow.
Okay.
I think he might have got too famous too fast though. He's on fire.
Grab him.
This motherfucker's on fire.
Grab him.
I don't think you can.
Like, I think we're a little too late for the Gorilla Glue girl. I think it might be too late to grab her.
I know she got an agent now.
She got an agent. She's up to damn near 1 million followers.
That's where he is.
400K,
I think.
She's got like 13,000, 14,000 in her GoFundMe. She blew the fuck up. She's got a blue check mark on Twitter now.
So if I put Gorilla Glue in my hand and I touch my beard like Home Alone and I'm like,
not quite. So there was a follow up. There was some hood motherfucker. First off, there was some hood motherfucker who's like, Gorilla Glue ain't shit. I'm gonna show you what Gorilla Glue was. And he put Gorilla Glue on the rim of a red Solo cup and put it to his mouth and said it wasn't shit. And then he had to go to the hospispital because it turns out Gorilla Glue is shit.
It's the shit, yeah.
So
can't get Gorilla. I was about to say this thing going on.
Actually, you gotta fuck you. Hold on. This is gonna be my fuck. Now that I think about it, this is gonna be my fuck you.
Go ahead.
My fuck you goes out to all the black people who are doing anything virally with Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
Oh, my people. My people, my people. Don't you understand that they want you to act in a primatal way? Shut up. With something called...
You can say primatal to me anytime.
Gorilla Glue. Mm. Do you know what it does to us to see you acting a fool with Gorilla Glue? Do you know what it does to them? Do you know what it does to the movement? Do you know what it does to your ancestors, the kings and queens of Africa, where we came from? Do you know what it does to them? The people who had Plymouth Rock land on them to have you acting a fool on the internet with something named after a gorilla. Oh, my brothers. Please try to do better. Get your hands out of each other's pockets.
It's not a funny joke.
And stop shucking and jiving for these jive-ass turkeys with Gorilla Glue. Had to be Gorilla Glue. Couldn't be anything else. It had to be Gorilla. What's next? You're gonna go out there with I don't even want to say the racial remarks because YouTube might dig super deep in the algorithm and find the shit. But Gorilla Glue.
You losing your edge already?
And as black people,
say that shit, man.
And as Gorilla Glue,
stop being a pussy. Say that shit.
Lord have mercy.
You just giving white people ammunition right now.
I'm giving white people ammunition.
God damn it. Look at that shit. Look at it.
I'm the one.
Look at this shit.
I'm the one giving them the ammunition. No,
Good Lord.
no, my brother. No, my brother. It's little miss. It's little mister on the face. Stop with the Gorilla Glue. My kings and queens. Assalamu alaikum. As-alaikum salam.
I didn't say it because it wasn't my line. They were supposed to say it.
Yeah.
I know, though. I know now. More so. I knew that part already, but...
As-alaikum salam, brother.
Listen, man.
That's my fuck you.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, come on. Get your shit together.
Was this shit off the whole time?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Don't do your job, refrigerator.
Like, get your shit together.
All my food is now dead. There's nothing in there anyway. We're good. Haven't got shot. I tried. Anyway, so here's the thing. Here's the thing about black people. We, as a culture... Okay, so there's the Gorilla Glue lady, and then there's Junebug. Junebug is out here doing it for the culture. He's doing it right. He out here partying. He's shutting it down everywhere he go right now. He clubbing. This motherfucking he changed his outfit finally because he had like the same outfit in every video. He wanted everybody to know who he was first while he was doing this shit. And he finally switched it, so now he looks different all the time. But the dude is doing it right. Like, if you're going to make money, man, have fun, celebrate. Because now, for the rest of his life, people going to look at him like the turn-up guy. So that's perfectly okay for me. That makes sense. That sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a good vibe to me. That right there is a good, solid vibe. This man is doing it the right way. Organic as fuck. I looked at his videos before this. This motherfucker's been funny for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, he had high-quality fucking product before we knew who the fuck he was. Like, period. This last month, though, this motherfucker has gained, like, 200 to 300,000 followers out of nowhere. Shit went from like doop to like boom because he was doing this shit. Oh, hit a blow, riding around. But he went to Atlanta. He went to Philly. He been doing mad videos all these people. Mind you, he's definitely
he's
spreading.
A super spreader.
He's a super spreader.
He's a super spreader.
He in Atlanta with no mask. He walking past the mayor like, and they doing that shit together. I'm like, yo, you got to chill. This motherfucker on the Capitol building. I'm like, yo, this guy is my hero right now though, because low key he felt him in the Super Bowl having 1 million people and hearing no cases that came of that. By the way, oddly, all them people that was at the fucking Super Bowl, nobody got sick. Strange. Not gonna talk about that though. Conspiracy shit. But
not even Cody and Brandy. Not even COVID Jericho.
Listen, I don't
Jericho-vid.
I don't want to talk about any of this stuff. Is ADW hit with COVID right now?
They were both at the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's problematic.
They both took selfies at the Super Bowl.
Trey Songz unfortunately did not make it to the Super Bowl. He was arrested the week before, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you see that video?
I mean, the Super Bowl, I'm surprised there wasn't a huge case of the mumps in the Super Bowl, considering that The Weeknd was performing.
Okay, first off, you don't talk about The Weeknd. You call out his name.
I mean, he got the mumps, right? That was
he's better now. He's better now.
Okay.
That was a crazy, that's old school promotion, by the way. To do a whole year of face wraps and people thinking you were doing facial surgery, and then all your videos, you got head wraps and puffy faces and weird shit. Because I honestly didn't know. I thought he might have lost it. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like a little kid again.
Well, there was a side bet that because it was the Pepsi halftime show, they
set on fire.
They set his hair on fire.
That's not a funny joke.
That's
hilarious.
Shit. The hell it ain't.
Then he yelled Tito in the movie.
The hell it ain't. Tito.
That's just not funny.
Shit, the hell it ain't.
We get sponsors. We can't say that.
The fuck it ain't. That's the most 80 shit ever. This motherfucker's Jerry Curl was so Jerry Curl. His soul glow was so soul glowed.
Bro,
that
can you imagine
the fireworks and shit popped off?
Brent, can you imagine the level of embarrassment? He was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson at the peak of his power.
Yeah, he was.
Can you imagine how fucking embarrassing that moment had to be? Seriously, like, think about that. Like, because we joke about it, we laugh about it, right? Because it's a classic thing. Everybody knows that from that movie. Everybody knows it from real life. Like, it's just crazy. It's like, how did that happen?
All the parodies and shit.
But brother, put yourself as a person in his shoes. Holy shit, you were like The Rock in '99 or 2000. Like, so it's like The Rock coming out to the ring and doing what Titus O'Neil did. That would be the equivalency of it. I'm running the Royal Rumble. I slid under the great one. He had to grab a mic on. If you submit, he had to do something under the ring because
Tito.
that shit is so embarrassing. Right? It's like Vince ripping his quads at the same time. Like it's that level of embarrassment.
Vince wasn't embarrassed about the shit. Vince was pissed.
Well, I would have been.
Vince was pissed and kept going on his ass in the middle of the ring. Fuck you! Start again! God damn it!
What are you doing? Somebody help me get out of the ring. I can't get my legs together like Kevin Hart said.
Shut the fuck up!
Get my legs together.
Start the shit again!
How you blow out both quads?
Yeah, old. Motherfucker old.
I think that was the one that did it too. I don't think he did shit after that. I think that was it.
Nah,
that was his last
really.
it was his last hurrah. Because I was looking at Vince.
Really.
This is so off topic of what we were just talking about, but I was looking at Vince because I'm watching mad old wrestling. I don't know why. I just been like
because it's better than most modern shit.
Probably, but I was just in it. Like for whatever reason, I got in a little cycle of it because I bought WWE for the Royal Rumble. That's what it was, and then I started watching a little bit, fell asleep. But then I'm watching on YouTube a lot too. So anyway, point being, I was looking at him. I'm like, yo, he was still like youthful, like not too long ago.
Yeah.
But now he's got that sad, like I'm super old man look. Like if you hit him now, he looks like he will fall and die. But before, like maybe 5 years ago, he still looked like I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
And you looking like he might actually beat my ass. Now it's looking like, oh man, I will do this and you will. You know, it's weird, man. It's so age is a weird thing.
Yeah, and it's affecting the show.
Yes. It's time, Brent.
It is time.
It's 10
so
o'clock.
I did my fuck you. I didn't do a good vibes. You do a fuck you?
No, I started to, and then you distracted me, and I forgot. Wasn't that important?
You sure?
Yeah, I got a good vibe, so I did that. So
I got a good vibes. My good vibes this week goes out to Camille Winbush, aka Nessa from the Bernie Mac show.
Oh, okay, better.
She is on OnlyFans now.
Oh my God, you are such a pervert all the time.
But hold up.
Jesus Christ.
But hold up. She's not on OnlyFans the way everybody else is on OnlyFans. She's using OnlyFans as her platform to do interviews, to perform, to sing, to display her talent. She went on her IG and was like, listen, I'm not doing OnlyFans the same way, yada, yada, yada. All y'all with the Bernie Mac references can stop, even if it's a joke. I'm not going to be on there just being all buck wild and going all crazy, yada, yada, yada. I'm doing my thug thizzle. First off, to that, I will say, you're just going to have to live with the Bernie Mac.
Yeah,
shit. Like it's just gonna follow you. It's gonna follow you until you do something else bigger. As epic or bigger. Like you're just it's
even
just
if
gonna,
it's as epic.
It's just gonna follow you. I understand that you're probably in that space right now, especially with stuff like that. Where people are like, "Oh Lord, Uncle Bernie's rolling over in his grave."
Give you an example. Elaine from Seinfeld.
Right.
Veep has been wildly successful.
Yeah.
She's still Elaine playing the vice president or president now.
Old Christine. I'm sitting there laughing my ass off at old Christine. I'm like, this was a great show.
Yeah, but
you got to do something. You got to surpass that.
Right. Betty White and
or live with it.
What is Betty White in the one show?
She was in Mary Tyler Moore to start. She was in Mary Tyler Moore. She was in Mama's Family, and then she was Betty White.
Yeah, I don't know all that stuff. I'm talking about from Golden Girls.
And then she was in Golden Girls.
She's Golden Girls forever, right?
Right.
But she's also in the show after Golden Girls. That shit is funny as hell.
Hot in Cleveland.
Hot in Cleveland is hilarious. She's funny as shit in that. But she's still... Now, mind you, her name is Betty White to me forever.
Right.
She's actually Betty White.
Right.
But, nonetheless, Golden Girls is what you're going to say whenever you see Betty White. So, like, yeah, you just got to deal with that level of fame.
You just got, that
you did a great job. That's all it really says.
Right.
You did a great fucking job.
Right. That, and she's, of the people on the show, she's probably has an 8. Like, she at 13 or whatever it was when she had that show, she still looks exactly the same, pretty much. Now a little bit more grown up. Like she's got better, different makeup choices, but she's very similar. But aside from that, I applaud you. Good vibes to you for doing your thug thizzle and for trying to create your own lane.
Yeah.
Trying to YouTube, can be good, but is in many ways largely played out, and you have to deal with their changing algorithms and changing practices that don't make any sense, et cetera, with different things you can do, language even you can say, et cetera, et cetera. OnlyFans, you carve out your own niche, you immediately target the audience that wants to follow you. You can create the content that you want to create. It's a big enough alternative revenue stream that it's not something like Vimeo or something like that people may know or remember, but don't necessarily travel to traffic-wise. People travel to OnlyFans, and they do whatever. And you can have your different tiers, and you can create that space, and it doesn't have the same even issues, at least right now, that you would have on Patreon or one of those other sites. So honestly,
shouts to Patreon though.
Shouts to Patreon though, because we're on both of those. But honestly,
I'm not on OnlyFans.
we were on OnlyFans. So honestly, Camille Wimbush, shout outs to you. Good vibes only to you. If you want to follow us on the OnlyFans, you can. It's Get Here Pod.
Cheers to you, Nessa.
Cheers to you. He said it, not me. But shout outs to you. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm always gonna shout out.
All good.
Always.
That's my good vibes. I'm always now. I'm in that space of I'm back in that, especially thanks to you. The alternative thinking space, the alternative mind space of trying to create your own shit, and make that work for you. Mm-hmm. And I'm all for for Miss Camille doing her, especially in a space like now, because Hollywood is not the same as it was last year. You know what I'm saying? So if you are in this lane, you can create your own shit and you can have that space for yourself. Do you, boo?
Fucking do it. It's the same thing as staying independent. It ties in hand to hand to what we were talking about. It's the same concept. You get to create the content you want to create. Honestly, what's funny with everything you just said, that shit made me kind of want to create OnlyFans.
We have one.
No, you have one.
I'm
talking about for my personal content because I could actually do the videos and shit that I do, but get paid for them. Like, yo, if y'all have liked my sketches over the years, come support me on this shit. Mm-hmm. It's only going to be X amount of dollars a month. I'm going to have mad sketches all the time. Like, I could probably film like 10 sketches. I've been building my TikTok recently again. I've been posting all of my old Uber stories with Trey. This.
Yeah, I
posted all of those shits on TikTok. And
I'm trying to learn TikTok, so I saw those.
Well, it's like this. That's TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been cool, man. Like, kind of looking back, because it kind of reminds me, like, okay, yeah, I could put shit together when I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I really want to focus on some shit, I can put it together, and I can write stuff sketch wise. It's pretty funny because I follow some people up there that are hilarious, like really hilarious. Like, I think dude's name is Jason Banks. He created this character named Derek, and Chad and Blind Adam, and his wife's a hooker. He is fucking hilarious. Like, I'm gonna have to show you some of his videos when we stop this, but shouts to Jason Banks. They will not give this guy a blue check because his content is too edgy and it's hilarious, and they will not fucking verify this motherfucker because he's like, and he makes jokes about, they mute his videos like every other day. Like, he's like, I posted him the other day, he was like, no, we can't use his character Derek was like, Dad, I saw the set of boobs today, and he's like, no, we can't do that anymore. He's like, what are we supposed to do then? He's like, just do a TikTok dance. And he's like, he does like shit.
I still don't get TikTok.
So hilarious.
We're on it, but I don't get it.
Man, listen. Y'all have yourselves a good evening, and you know where you can find us already because we've done it for 50. What is this? 9 now? 58?
Something like that.
59, 58. Listen, man.
58.
It's all on the screen anyway. I don't feel like we need to say this anymore. I feel like it's over. I feel like we need to just sign the fuck off.
Surreal469 is where you can find me. SURREAL, the number's 469. Or Surreal200 on IG.
We're not doing it anymore.
Where can they find you, Trey?
We're done. You can look here. Right down here. Below. In the link tree. My shit will be there.
And they can find us up here at the link tree.
Oh, up here.
It's right up there. Up there at the link tree. Except for on TikTok. I don't think I've added that yet. If I can, I'm not sure. But if you are on TikTok and you're looking for us, it's Get Here Pod is where you can find us. That's it. It's a wrap.
At 1989 TRE on everything. Boom. I wanted
Stepped
to
on a pop top. Cut my heel. Had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender. And soon it will render. That frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Doing a Junebug to this shit is sick.
Searching for my lost shaker of salt.
Motherfucking lips be jumping.
Everyone knows that there's a...
Hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.